Well, listen, it's a Wednesday. You know what? It's time to bring in Dr. Joe. Dr. Joe Congini, Sports Medicine Center, Akron Children's Hospital. Great friend of mine and yours, 30 years here on the morning show. And Dr. Joe, where are we going today?
Hey, Ray, I had a lot of really kind of cool ideas I was excited about and everything, but now everybody's been bugging me about what are we going to do with Jose.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like we had a chance this year. The American League is really pretty wide open, especially the Central. Jose's such the leader of the team, and it seems like we run into, injury issues all the time. So people are asking me, is there a chance of him being back and other issues? And you and I have spoken through the years a little about this injury, but there's a couple points more that we learned about it, and I want to update people on the hook of the hamate fracture, it's called. A funny name to the bone in your hand, the hook of the hamate. And we in Cleveland baseball, professional baseball, have now become known as the home of the hamate. We are the home of the hamate injuries. Listen to this, Ray, in the 10 to 15 years, Jim Thome, Michael Brantley, Jason Kipnis, Chase DeLauder. Now this is the second time Jose's had this.
Yeah.
So right hand, now left hand. He had surgery yesterday, so people are asking, and we'll get into recovery time and things, but I just couldn't help myself. I had to look it up. Hey, what about the Yankees, the Red Sox, the Dodgers? Do they have this many? I couldn't get great answers through the internet, but nobody has had 6 major players in their lineup in the last 10-plus years have hamate injuries. So we are officially the home of the hamate. And I want to explain it a little bit. So the hamate bone is in the fleshy part of the hand. So if you look down at your hand, it's opposite the thumb. There's a fleshy part, and if you get down near the wrist, there's a harder feel deep in that fleshy bone, and that's where this hook of the hamate sits. The hamate bone itself is triangular or wedge-shaped, but for some reason it was born with a pretty sizable hook on it. The hook looks they call it a coat hook. I don't know about that. A claw. It's a J-shaped hook that it sits there. And I learned something, too. Old dogs can learn new tricks. One of the things is we think that hook probably is there to provide kind of a guardrail for the palm so that things don't slip out of our palm. And so this very frequently when you're playing sports with racket sports, tennis, very frequent, golf, but number one in frequency is the sport of baseball. And the sport of baseball with an awkward swing, or also not infrequently, maybe as high as 20% of the time, head first sliding, you can catch that hook of the hamate and break it off. And so it is a very common spot for stress or impact fractures. So the real big issue here, the other thing is on X-ray, is on evaluating it. And so many people who haven't been in the field or evaluated these for a long time, they do just a regular hand X-ray. And you're never going to see it on just a straight-on, what's called an AP hand X-ray. You need a special X-ray that can actually show the hook. But if you have a college player, a high-level athlete who cares a lot about their sports, if you have a professional athlete walk in your office someday, you got to get an answer quicker than that. And MRI or CAT scan are used. Actually, CAT scans are used a fair bit with this injury to see if it's a fracture to the hook. Now, the big question, can you fix it, and what about recovery time? We have found through the years there's not great success with trying to fix this hook when it breaks. So I spoke with one of our most experienced experts and a good friend of mine, Dr. Tom Riley, who's done so many of these through the years. And we really have gone through some evolution with this. Very, very rarely, if ever, do people try to fix this thing. It's usually just surgery to take it off. We have to have a fancy name for take it off. It means excise it. And yesterday, Jose, from what I understand, had his excised in his left hand. So the recovery time. 4 to 8 weeks for general activities. That's not terrible. Jose in 2019 was 4 weeks exactly to the day. I looked it back up. He was the 24th of August to the 24th of September, I believe, and he was back playing. But typically it's going to be 4 to 8 weeks recovery time for activities. But 3 to 5 months is what people tell me, and Dr. Riley and others tell me, to get full strength. To rebuild this, you have to do a lot of grip strength and pinch strength. You've got to do rehab, just like for any other injuries. And for baseball players, your batting average might come back faster, but your power comes back slower. It takes a while as that strength comes back. So, again, it is the post-op symptoms. Some people struggle with control of their palm. That guardrail effect that I learned a little about by reading on this thing. I've never heard anybody tell me that through the years. The other thing is people will get manageable stiffness, soreness at the incision site where you take this bone off, and other times people will get some numbness, usually pretty mild numbness, but the ulnar nerve runs right underneath that hook, and early on, or with scar tissue after healing, people may get a little bit of a tingling in the ring or little finger. But typically, that's what you can experience. It's an injury that most people return from. 80, 90, 95% are able to return, but it's the lost time and the loss of power for a period of time that hurts as Cleveland baseball fans as we look to our leader, Jose Ramirez, being out of the lineup for a period of time.
Wow. It's interesting. And Joey, in your world, in the hamate bone, and I love what you said about Cleveland, Jose Ramirez has had this twice. He's a switch hitter, which means he's putting pressure on that bone on both sides of the plate. Does a person's swing have anything to do with that through research and studies, or is this just wear and tear on that bone?
No doubt about it. People swing do. And others have, I don't know why they corner me and ask me these questions. Asked me the exact same question a night or two ago about Ramirez. Somebody asked me about what about the switch hitting part and how he had the right one before and the left one now, and what can we expect? Do you think that that we are, Stephen Vogt is going to only bat him from one side? No, he's going to bat him from both sides. But definitely there is a difference in the if you're a right-handed or a left-handed hitter. That is such an insightful question, Ray, and I got that question already this week.
All right. Joe, great stuff again this morning. Always enjoy the visits, and we'll do it again next week. Thanks for making time for me.
Okay, Ray. Have a great week.
You too, my friend. Dr. Joe Congini, Sports Medicine Center, Akron Children's Hospital, part of this morning show here on WAKR for 30-plus years.